Hi guys, welcome. My name is Laura. I am with the Fairy Posh Mothers. I am the premier leader, and tonight we're going to talk about how to coach a hostess, whether it be a home party or a Facebook party. Now, coaching your hostess is a really, really important thing to do because they don't know what to do. They figure you're going to do it all. In a way, technically you are, but in a way you're not. And I'm going to show you, this is a graphic I actually give to my hostesses when they book a party with me. And this graphic is super helpful. And I know it has some retired products on it. We do have another one without products on it. And these are super helpful. And I'll put these in the YouTube link when we're finished here so you guys can grab those. You want to tell her or him to invite basically 15 to 30 people. I go up to 50 because, believe it or not, nowadays we have so many people on social media. But the thing is, do not blind invite. Do not just go open up your invite list and start clicking people's names. Here's a really good tip. If you would invite them into your home, you would not invite them to your party on Facebook. So you're going to message each and every one of them personally. Yes, that's 50 people. So what I do is I go down the line. Hey, I'm having a really cool Posh party. It's a new thing. You probably don't know it. A friend of mine's going to host it, and I really, really like you to come. No obligation. Just come and check out the products, okay? And that's all I post. And I post either a link to the event because my sponsor, or my consultant, would have given me the link, or I do the little invite into the event, and I invite them to the invite. And I don't technically post publicly on my wall unless I post something like, hey, if you want to invite to my party, comment below so I can invite you. I never, never, never do a public event. So when you create an event and it says public or private, I never do public unless it's a fundraiser. The next thing you want to ask her to do, and I actually do a little video just like this. I do a little video and I say, hey, I want you to do 2 jobs for me. 2 jobs. The 2 jobs are you're going to invite and you're going to excite. You want to make all of your guests so excited about this stuff. And some of you may not have that personality, but it's kind of like that fake it till you make it. Pretend that this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, because it really is. Comment on everything that I post as your consultant. Be excited. Your guests don't know me. They don't know who the heck I am from Adam or Eve. They know you. So they want to hear what you think. You want to tag your friends in certain posts. Hey, Joe, you would be great with this stripper. You would love that for such and such. Or, oh my gosh, Mike is a mechanic. Lisa, your husband Mike would love gender bender. So these are the type of things you're going to ask your hostess to do for you, is to be sincere and to really figure out, hey, so-and-so's got 4 kids. She can't get to sleep at night. She's going to want to look into the lavender products, isn't she? The post one I don't actually ever use, but you can send something to your hostess that you would like her to post, and she can post it up in her own words. I do ask them to either make a video or to do some sort of post based on their experience with the products I've sent them. And we're going to go over what I've sent them in a few seconds. I want you to ask questions. Yes, even as the hostess, you may know everything about these products. You may be a longtime customer of mine, but I want you to pretend that you don't know anything and ask a question, because when you're asking a question, you open that door for your friends to feel more confident to ask questions too. And be sure to thank everyone personally who joins the event or who makes a purchase or who even comes. A lot of times the hostess at the end of the party will say, thank you everybody for coming. I enjoyed this. If you want any tips or if you need any more information, contact Laura and she'll be happy to answer any questions you have after the party. Okay, so that's the graphic that I give them. So here's a little Posh notes that I've made for you guys. The first thing I do is I ask my hostess to take the samples. Actually, where's the top? There it is. Send samples to your hostess about 2 weeks before the event. Now, if you have an impromptu event and you're really, really taxed for time, and she's already tried samples or he's already tried samples, that's great. But I tend to send them 6 to 8 different samples. I'll send them a mini manicure set and I'll send them a facial set so that they have at least 8 products to try and different varieties of those. So during the course of the 2 weeks prior to the event, I have them take pictures with their product, with their mask on, whatever it is they're doing, and save them for when we do the event. So they can post up those pictures in correspondence to the products that I'm offering. Ask your hostess if they're comfortable doing a video, even a live video. A live video is awesome. But what if they get the products in the mail and they can open them like a Posh box and go through all of the samples they've received, and on the night of the party, do the video in the event so people can watch them open the samples. Now, say you're doing a home party. Now, home parties are a little bit different and they're a lot more fun. I like them because I love to interact with people. So if I'm at an at-home party, make sure that your hostess sends physical invitations, like actual cards. These are awesomely personal, and we never get these anymore. Even I get wedding invites through email. I like the thing I can stick up on my refrigerator. It's so much fun. So invite them with paper. At home parties, you want to have snacks and hors d'oeuvres and dip. And there's even a really cute cheese dip people have done in a face. And it's got little cucumbers for the eyes. And they've done something to make it look like there's a towel on their head. And it's really cute. And I think you can find it on Pinterest. And it's an awesome snack that people can put crackers or chips in. You want to have, obviously, a variety of things to drink. You want to have a table. Now, if you don't have a big kitchen table or a big dining room table like I don't, I like to get fold-up tables. Like I do have a couple card tables that I will set up different stations. So one station in the living room may be the manicures. One station in the dining room or in the breakfast nook, maybe the facials. And we'll do different parties where we move, depending on how many people you have, move stations. And I'll do them at the same time with them. I usually set out all the little samples. Now you can use portal samples for this. I think they're much more classy, but if you don't have portal samples, you can definitely do I have any Laycons laying around? No, but I do have these. You can definitely do homemade samples, and it's totally fine. And I set them out around the centerpiece so that people can choose them as they wish. So I may say, okay, we're going to start with the face wash. I want you to pick from these 3. And while they're looking, I'm going to say, so BFF, this is our #1 face wash. It's lightly exfoliating. It has a slight peppermint smell to it. It is great for acne, and it's great for oily skin and all types of skin. Next, we have our Complexion Perfection, and then we have our Bare It All. And I will go through and explain each one as they're looking at it. And the same thing I do with the masks. I usually pick 3 different masks, a dry, an oily, and a sensitive. So Totes Oats would be great for sensitive, or I'm Turning Blueberry. With the oily, you can do a Cackle Spackle or a Pineapple Pick Me Up. And for dry, you can do the Apricots Overnight or the All I've Ever Wanted, or Avo Wanted. So you can do a mixture of those, and you can do 1 or 2 masks all the way around like your little centerpiece. So it looks really cute. And then I put a bowl. Dollar store has these little cereal bowls. That's all you need. Get some dollar store cereal bowls. I usually have some dollar store or Big Lots, or one of those places sells like those little stand-up mirrors for like $3. So I put those out too. And I always do both moisturizers. I do the night and day. You can also use Apricots Overnight as a moisturizer too, so you can double that up and save your stock bringing. And I like to put in my Moisture 911 in my night and day. So you always want to talk while you're working. That way it doesn't feel like you're doing a presentation, kind of like what I'm doing right now. You want to do something where they don't feel like they're being preached to. You can do a mini manicure station, or you can do a pedicure station with the twinkle toes and the snarky bars and whatever, or the body scrubs. It's really a lot of fun. So even if you don't do that kind of station, you can always have them use a body scrub on their hands. So just so they can feel how it works and how it looks. And you can, take turns at the sink. So I usually set up my body scrubs and things like that at the sink so they have access to the running water that way. But the bowls I fill with lukewarm water for taking off our masks. I also may put either baby wipes or facial wipes next to the stations so people can take off their masks in that way too. Totally up to you. I send people home with a catalog and at least 3 samples they didn't get to try in the party. And I let them pick them out. And I usually put it in a little organza bag and my card and maybe a pricing at a glance sheet in each one. So does anybody have any questions? You can go ahead and unmute yourself and let me know if there's anything I didn't cover that you want to know about. Anyone? Anyone? No one. No one wants to talk to me. Well, it makes kind of hard Zoom when nobody has a question. Okay, well, YouTubers out there, if you have a question, feel free to comment below and let me know what you want to know. Thanks, guys.